16 is correct. The area of the blue one would be 16 because we'd have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2. So 8 times 2 would be 16. Okay, so if I put that over here under blue, it'll be 16 units squared. Which of my other rectangles is just like the blue one? Orange. So orange is 16 units squared as well. What about purple? What's the area of the purple one? Dallas? 8. Good, because it's a 2 by 4. Do 2 times 4, and you should get 8. And the green one is the exact same. Okay. Now that we have our perimeters and our areas, we are going to cut it out. What? It's okay. You barely showed work. I gave you the answers in the area. Okay. You are cutting around, so you're not cutting them out separately. You are going to have one object at the end. So I'm cutting on the outside line. It's going to be kind of like a cross. Okay, do not cut the rectangles individually. Cutting one big object. Okay, so it should look like this once you cut it out. Okay. Yeah. What? It's okay. Once you have it cut out, we are going to fold it on every line that has a new shape. So in my red and orange one, I'm going to fold it on that line. Okay, you want to make sure you fold all on the same one, like towards the same way. So fold kind of around the yellow one. Okay, so see how all mine are folding in, like this. Okay, so you should end up with something like this, like a little rectangle. Or, a rectangular prism. Well, I didn't tape it or anything, it's staying like this on its own. Okay, so this is showing you we went from a net to a rectangular prism. Okay? Number 3 says we need to calculate the volume of your rectangular prism in unit cubes. How do we find the volume of this? Look at your notes if you need to. How do we find the volume? Cameron?
You measure the top and the side.
What's our formula, Madden? That's surface area. Volume is what, Jonah? Volume. Bridget. Length, width, and height. We need to multiply them all. Okay, looking at mine. What is my length? If I'm looking at this. There you go. There you go. What's my length? Cameron?
It's 8
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Okay, so on this paper under 3, I'm going to put 8. Okay. This is the format I'm going to have. What is my width? Just by looking at this, what's my width? Madden. 4. Okay, because I have my length here. I have my width on the other side. What's my height? Dalton? 2. 2 is my height. Okay. So then I need to multiply these. Does it matter which order I multiply them in? No, it does not. Because we're multiplying all of them, so we can go in any order. We can do 4 times 2, 8 times 4, whatever we want. I'm going to do what's in the parentheses first. So I'm going to do 4 times 2, which is 8. Thank you. So I'm going to have 8 times 8, which equals 64. So our volume is 64 units squared. Cubed. Units cubed, not squared. So there should be a 3. Okay. 64 units can go. 64 squares can go in that. Okay. Now we need to find the surface area. How do we find the surface area? Madden. No. Remember, surface area is the sum of all of our areas. Did we already find the areas of all 6 of our bases? We did. So we just have to add them all together now. So our first area was 32. And we had another 32. And then we had 16 plus 16 plus 8 plus 8. Those are all of our there you go. Those are all of our surface areas that we have to add together. So you'll be able to use a calculator if you need to. Number 4. Okay, you don't need a calculator. I'm going to give you the answer.
Oh,
Okay, which ends up equaling 112 units squared. That means that on the outside of our prism, there are 112 squares. On the outside. Yes, sir. Make sure, everyone needs to write their name on the inside of their prism somewhere. Unless you wrote it on the bag, sorry. If you wrote it on the bag, then you're fine.
I wrote a lot of it.
Okay.
Anybody not get a bag?
Let's see.